and today I'm going to be filming my first YouTube video ever, and I'm going to be doing the get to know me tag, so if you want to see it, just stay tuned. Okay, so I got all of these questions off of Google, and I think there's like 30 questions, so I'm going to try not take that long. Oh, and I have them written down on a notebook, so if you hear me like shuffling through pages, that's why. But the first question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Janae. It's spelled Jenee. I love my middle name. I've never complained about my middle name. Actually, it's like my favorite thing ever. But the second question is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color right now is like teal, but teal, like more blue than teal. I don't know how to explain it, but there you go. Who was your first best friend? I'm assuming this is like trying to ask like if I was a kid, but I don't really remember having any best friends as I was a kid. So I'd say my first real best friend was in high school, and her name was Kaylee. And yeah, we're still cool, we're still chill. She lives down the street from me. So that's her. How tall are you? I am 5'6", I believe. Yeah, I believe I'm 5'6". I wish I was shorter, but it'll work. Cats or dogs? Out of the two, actually my baby's in here, I prefer cats. Jewel, come here. I got treats. I'll have her come say hi too. Come here. You want some? Baby girl. Come here. So this is my baby Jewel. She likes to give me kisses. I don't know if she'll do it right now because she's in a super that type of mood, but that's okay. Funniest moment throughout school. Actually, it's funny because the Kaylee that I was talking about, like my first best friend, I had what I thought was a best friend Kaylee before that, and we ended up going through a lot of stuff, and she ended up turning on me, and she ended up like punching me in the face in the middle of in the middle of school. And I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's like funny to me because of like how close I really thought we were. And that's like the craziest thing I've ever happened to me in school. So yeah. How many countries have you visited? I have only been to Canada. I've been to Canada once. It was very fun. I would love to go back. Are you or have you gone to college? I actually was in cosmetology school for about a year, probably a little over a year. I ended up dropping the class because I wasn't really happy with it. I would say I was looking more to do nails and makeup and all that fun stuff, and the class was solely pretty much based around hair, and I wasn't happy with it, so I decided not to continue. What was your favorite / worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was math. I was pretty good at math. My worst subject, I don't know what my worst subject was. I would say like economics. We'll go with that. What is your favorite drink? Orange juice. My favorite drink right now is freaking orange juice. What is your favorite animal? I'm assuming it's talking about like farm animals or stuff like that. I love sea turtles. They are beautiful. They're so like, oh, like I love sea turtles. My favorite perfume right now, my favorite perfume is, actually I have it right here. Midnight Glow by Pink. So that's fun. The next question is tea or coffee? I love coffee. I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I've worked at a few choice Dunkin' Donuts throughout like my whole job career, I guess. I think I worked at like 3 or 4, but I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's my ish. So yeah. What would you or have you named your children? Sorry, my cat's eating back there if you could like hear it. I have named my first. I am actually pregnant at the moment. I'll show you my belly. I'm having my baby shower in about 2 days. I am like 8 months pregnant. So yeah, this is my little baby Grayson. His name, I'll give you his first and his middle name. His first and middle name is gonna be Grayson Joshua. I'm super excited. Favorite book? I would say my favorite book that I've ever read is 90 Seconds in Heaven or 60 Seconds in Heaven. It's one of the two. But it was a very good book and it was very eye-opening. It was about someone who got in a crash, pretty much died and spent 90 seconds or whatever in heaven. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? I love Manny MUA. I love Jeffree Star. I love Carly Bible, James Charles, that's my girl. What is your favorite movie? I guess this is a movie series, but my favorite movie series is The Fast and the Furious and Pirates of the Caribbean. Those have been my thing since I was like a little girl. Are you single or taken? I'm engaged. What's your idea of an ideal first date? This is kind of a story, but it's kind of how my first date went with my fiance. We were pretty much talking for like, we met on Facebook, and we were pretty much talking for like 2 weeks before we actually decided to meet. And one day I like drove to him out of nothing, like, but I did. And we ended up meeting because his friend was getting a tattoo, so we ended up meeting at a tattoo shop. It wasn't where our first date was, but we ended up meeting at a tattoo shop, and from there, me and him went to get pizza at West Shore Pizza, and then we did a few more things in between. We went to the mall. He took me out to eat a lot. He was trying to get me fat. But it's okay. We went to Steak and Shake that night. We went and hung out at his cousin's house, played video games. Like, it's not the ideal date for most people, but for me and him, it was so perfect because we got to know each other so well and saw so much in each other's personalities. And since that day, we've pretty much been inseparable. He asked me out the day after that, the second day we ever met. So like, we weren't dating the first day we ever met, technically. He asked me out the second day we ever met, and then now we've been together for about 2.5 years. That's my baby. I love him. How many boyfriends have you had? 1, and he turned into my fiance. I'm just kidding, but all the other ones are irrelevant, so like they don't matter. The next question is favorite memory of your childhood. So this is kind of a painful memory, but it's something that's very significant in my life, and it's come up so much throughout my life. And so I just think it's like one of those memories like that's never gonna go away. So me and my family went to Arizona on a vacation. And when we went to Arizona, we obviously like got there on a plane. We got off the plane. We drove to our house or little condo, whatever we were staying in. I don't remember. And I think we were going on our first hike, and I ended up seeing a cactus flower or a cactus fruit or whatever it's called. It was like bright pink. And it wasn't like in the cactus, it was kind of on the outside of the cactus. So I thought I could grab it. And when I tried to break off the flower or the fruit or whatever it was, like part of the cactus came off with it. And the whole cactus like stuck to my hand. And if you've never gotten like poked by a cactus, when you're poked by a cactus, they're not just like straight little thorns. I guess they have like these little hairs that like to like pretty much like open up inside of your skin or whatever. So when you pull them out, they're way more painful. And so my mom's sitting there. She's trying to pull these like cactus thorns all out of my hand. I had a whole handful of them. And she kept constantly getting stuck. Like they would go from my hand to her hand. And it was just like this big old process the first day we were there. So that was really fun. And I'll never hear the end of that. I actually have a picture of it somewhere. Do you speak any different languages? No, I do not. I, at one point, knew sign language and some Spanish, but I haven't followed in a long time. I've been trying to relearn Spanish, but we'll see how that goes for me. Do you have any siblings? I have 2 half siblings and 1 step. I have a half brother, and then I have a half sister, and I have 1 step brother. Sorry, I'm out of breath. How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion sense is kind of all over the place. Like sometimes I like to be really cute, really girly, like all dressed up, heels, makeup done, everything. And then sometimes I really just like to be dressed down casual in some yoga pants, like my hair in a bun with some sneakers on. And then sometimes I'll be wearing some jeans and a flannel. Like my fashion's literally like all over the place. What is your favorite restaurant? Honestly, my favorite restaurant's anywhere that sells crab legs or sushi, because that's your girl's favorite. So yeah. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Right now, okay, me and my fiance, we're watching Switched at Birth together. So that's like our show at the moment. And then I'm watching by myself The Fosters and Weeds. So yeah. PC or Mac? I'm an Apple girl, so I would say Mac, even though I don't have one. What phone do you have? Right now I have the iPhone 8 Plus. I had the X before this, but I didn't love it, and I wasn't a fan of the size, so I ended up giving it to my fiance and taking his phone because I really was not happy with the X. Tell us one of your bad habits. Well, I have a few, but I would say the worst one and what everybody would come at me for is not washing my makeup off all the time if I'm going to sleep. I do sometimes, but I'm not the best with it, which I should be because I hate breaking out. But you know your girls be tired sometimes. And I think that was all the questions, so I hope that got you guys to learn a little bit about me. I'm sorry the sun's been going down, so throughout this video it's gotten darker and darker and darker. But I'll figure out the schedule of everything, of how I'm gonna do things. like times that are best to film, best to pose, and I'll see you in the next video.